Hey everyone, welcome back to Old Glory Recipes, where we dig up America's strangest, tastiest, and sometimes downright cursed food history. So, let's talk about the 1950s, the golden age of chrome diners, Elvis Presley, and food that looked like a science experiment gone wrong. This was the era when convenience was king, canned food ruled the kitchen, and somehow Jell-O was considered a vegetable. Today, we're diving fork first into the top 5 weirdest things Americans ate in the 1950s. And trust me, by the end of this list, you'll either be hungry or horrified. Let's dig in. Number 5, the lime Jell-O salad. Okay, this thing was basically the poster child of 1950s dinner tables, the lime Jell-O salad. Imagine a wobbly green mountain made of lime gelatin, stuffed with cottage cheese, canned pineapple, celery, and sometimes, for the real brave souls, mayonnaise. Yeah, mayo in Jell-O. This dish screamed, I had 10 minutes before bridge club and a fridge full of regret. The wild part? Magazines back then hyped it up as refreshing and modern. I guess nothing says modern like dessert that tastes like a side salad and despair. Number 4, Spam and Lima Bean Loaf. Spam was basically the Beyoncé of 1950s protein. Cheap, everywhere, and always performing. But America took it too far. One of the innovations was Spam and Lima Bean Loaf, a dense block of meat and beans baked together and sliced like pound cake. It was supposed to be economical and hearty. In reality, it looked like something the dog brought in. Still, you gotta give props to the creativity. They were working with rations, budgets, and a dream. Spam kept families fed, even if it traumatized taste buds along the way. 3. The tuna and Jell-O pie. Yeah, this one's real. Someone out there decided, you know what this tuna casserole needs? Gelatin. It was literally canned tuna, peas, and mayo, suspended in lemon Jell-O and served in a pie crust. People proudly served this at dinner parties, calling it coastal cuisine. Imagine biting into cold, fishy Jell-O. That's trauma in a slice. But hey, this was the 50s. Gelatin was the flex. If it didn't wobble, was it even food? Number 2, the frosted ham loaf. Now, I wish I was making this up. The frosted ham loaf was like the 1950s version of cake. If your cake was made of ground ham and frosted with mashed potatoes and mayo. They literally iced it like dessert. Some recipes even added food coloring to make it pink and festive. Because nothing says happy birthday like a slice of cold mayo-covered ham. It was supposed to be a party centerpiece, but it honestly looked like something the CDC should have classified as hazardous. Still, the effort? A+ for confidence, 0 stars for taste.
Number 1, the Crown Jewel Salad. All right, time for the grand finale, the most gloriously cursed dish of them all. The Crown Jewel Salad. Picture this. Cubes of brightly colored Jell-O, orange, cherry, lime, all chopped up and set inside lemon Jell-O mixed with whipped topping. It was supposed to look like stained glass, but it usually looked like a clown exploded in the fridge. And get this, they'd serve it as a main course, not dessert, not a side, a full meal. You'd sit down for dinner, and someone would proudly hand you a shimmering, fruity cube casserole. This dish is so 1950s, it should come with a Cold War safety manual. And there you have it, the 1950s. The decade where gelatin went too far, Spam reigned supreme, and mayonnaise was basically a food group. But hey, that's what makes it iconic. It was experimental, it was bold, and it gave us a glimpse of a time when people really believed anything could be dinner if you just added enough Jell-O. So, which one of these would you actually try if it made a comeback? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm betting most of you are gonna say none, but hey, someone out there might be brave enough for a frosted ham loaf challenge. If you had fun cringing through history, hit that like button, subscribe to Old Glory Recipes, and ring that bell so you don't miss next week's Wild Food Time Travel. Until then, stay hungry and stay weird, America.